Thank you. Hear ye, hear ye. This is a meeting of the Townsend Affordable Housing Trust Fund. It is Monday, March 22nd, 2021. Let's call to order, please. If you could say your name and state that you are here. Veronica, our newest member, would you like to start?
Veronica Cal, present.
Gary, Mike?
Mike Verosco, present.
Gary skipped.
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. Sorry.
Hey,
I'm with you. I got the agenda. I got the minutes.
oh, great. So say your name and say you're here, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gary Shepard is here.
Oh, good. And Joan Savoy Chair is here. I'm announcing that the meeting is being video recorded. It's also being broadcast on Channel 9. It will also go to the Townsend YouTube. Is anyone else recording? Okay, thank you. Announcements. Wayne Miller, our BOS Board of Selectmen trustee, has resigned, and Veronica Cal has graciously offered to fill his shoes for a bit. So welcome, Veronica.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Welcome to another board.
Overboard, full board. And what else about that? Yeah, anyway, so that'll help. Okay, so let's see. 1.5 chair announcement that the 3/12, Mike, bless your heart, the 3/12/21 meeting was completely invalid because we didn't have a quorum. So Mike and I did a great job, I will tell you that. But so that's like, we're going to pretend like it didn't happen. Chairman's and additions and deletions to the agenda unforeseen. There are none. Anybody have anything they want to bring up? Okay. And appointments, votes may be taken. Item 2.1, appoint a clerk to take minutes. And could I get a motion for somebody to appoint Mike Verosco, who was graciously offered?
So moved.
Second.
And that's a pass. Thank you. Mike, thank you.
No problem.
Item 3, meeting business, votes may be taken. Update on Central Mass Housing Alliance. So we're finally in gear. They have actually paid out money to people in the amount of $6,895, with 10% of that added as their administration fee. So I've got to go sign a schedule of payables for $7,584.50. And this was for the COVID-19 rental and mortgage assistance. And I can tell you that it was for 5 different payments, although some of the payments, 2 of the payments were rental stipends. So I will tell you that, bless Lori Plord's heart, before our accountant just left us the middle of March, she did check in with Mr. Sweeney, Brendan Sweeney at the Department of Housing and Community Development to make sure that all the documentation that CMHA has supplied us with the bills is copacetic, and it is, and that we can indeed do the rental stipends. Yes, we can. And also that we can combine payments with RAFT. So remember, the COVID monies are emergency health funds monies, and RAFT helps households along the same lines, up to $10,000 per household, to help preserve current housing or help people move to new housing. Funding can include rent or mortgage arrears, security deposits, other expenses, etc. So the reason CMHA asked that, I guess I'm into 3.2 here too now. they asked that if we could do that, and it was clear that we can do that, was because the first person that applied from town that had that situation, they owe a total of $10,200. And she has a court date on March 3rd. The client and her family were all sick with COVID-19, were not able to work. Her husband's returning to work soon. They are going to be able to sustain their tenancy moving forward. So that's what all this is about. Any questions?
I have a question. Are
Yes.
you saying that as to date, the amount that's gone out from the 100K that we secured was $7,584.50?
Yes, and that includes $689.50 of that, Veronica, is admin fee for CMHA.
So we have actually given money to one person?
No, it's actually 3 people. 2 of them were arrears paid and some rent stipends, and the other was arrears. So 3 arrears payments and 2 rental stipends.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And CMHA is doing a really good job on their documenting. Now, I don't get to see the documentation personally because it's the information on there is privileged. But again, the accountant says it's all good, and she did clear it with the Department of Housing. And there are 6 processing and 20 pending.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And I will do another PSA on the next door soon, telling people that, remind them that the program's not over till the end of December. All right, so let me see. I covered 3233, 33. Oh, 33. The second 33, we need to vote to allow me to sign the state certification form for $100,000 in COVID CARES relief funds. It basically, I sent you all a copy of it. It gives me the authority to request of the town up to $100,000 of COVID CARES money for our residents for their rental and mortgage assistance. We also have a soft hold on another $20,000 if we need it, Mr. Kreidler had said at a recent meeting. So can I get a vote on the second item 3.3, please?
I move that we allow Joan to sign the state certification to release the 100K to the Housing Trust for the
Second.
purposes of rental and mortgage assistance.
Second.
Thank you. And, we have to vote.
Yes.
I-
All those in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
Say your name, Gary.
Gary Shepherd.
Aye. Jill
Aye.
Savoy, aye.
Veronica Cal, aye.
Mike Verosco, aye.
Something else we didn't say aye on before, but I'm not going to worry about it too much.
It was the clerk's vote.
The clerk's vote. Oh, yes. All right. Yes, Mike. Should we revisit that?
Just ask if there's anybody opposed to Mike being
Thank you.
clerk.
Is there anyone opposed to Mike being the clerk? Thank you. So I'll take that as a no. Okay. I'm still learning. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. Item 3.4, vote to authorize the town accountant to pay the March 2nd, 2021, our first invoice from Central Mass Housing Alliance for COVID-19 CARES payments for rental and mortgage relief. Again, the total bill is for $7,584.50, of which $689.50 is administration fees. Can I get someone to make a motion, please?
I move that we authorize the town accountant to sign the invoice or the warrant for $7,584.50 for the purpose
Second.
of distributing funds.
Second.
And a vote, please.
Gary Shepherd, aye.
Joan Savoy, aye.
Veronica Cal, aye.
Mike Verosco, aye.
Thank you. Um, oh, and all right, and then 3.5, it's a vote to authorize me to sign the schedule of department payables form that goes on top of the bill from CMHA that has to go to the accountant. So can we get a vote on that, please? 3.5.
I move that we authorize Joan to sign the schedule of department payable form.
Second,
Say your name, please, Gary.
Gary Shepherd, second.
Thank you. Joan Savoy, aye.
Gary Shepherd, aye.
Veronica Cal, aye.
Mike Verosco, aye.
And that passes. Thank you. 3.6, Chair's report on FY18 CDBG Fuel Assistance Program and projected rehabilitations. Well, the very, 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 very good news is we finally got this fuel assistance jump-started, and I put a public service announcement on Nextdoor today, and I don't know if there's anything on the town website yet, but we have everything in line with the New England farm workers. The way it has to work for anyone to get their maximum allowable $750 of CDBG fuel assistance, which would be for pellets or wood or propane or oil, is they have to first have maxed out their benefit with New England farm workers, the LIHEAP benefit of $500 for this fuel season, or have been denied because their income was too high. Once they have a letter from New England farm workers stating such, they can then take it to the town, who will, the town will actually advise them how to get the letter from New England farm workers. Then the town will take their application and forward it to community opportunities groups that manages the fuel assistance portion. And hopefully some people will actually get up to their $750 by the end of the heating season. Ms. Kell.
Okay, so I guess that sounds like an unnecessary step. Why can't New England Forest just say you've been denied, you live in Townsend, here's the letter?
We are working on exactly that happening, that Ms. Lisa Gilhooly at New England Farm Workers, as soon as everything gets straightened out between the town, and she was going to actually send the letters to the people. But I wanted to get something on Nextdoor today, letting people know that they could get the wheels turning on their own. So we're, with her gracious offer to do that for us, but not that we have heard back that she got any of the forms or it's been confirmed, but I'm assuming as soon as she is up to here.
Who's overseeing it?
Say that again?
Who is overseeing it for the town?
I suppose Mr. Kreidler. And yes, Mr. Chaz.
Chaz Sexton Durrani, state rep to the Housing Authority. Ms. Kell, the understanding was that the Board of Selectmen oversees the CBDG grant, and as far as I can understand, the answer that I got is it is the selectmen who are overseeing it.
So that means me and Joe and Wayne.
Correct. You're the overseers of the CBDG grant.
Even though
the only thing that in the last meeting that I attended, it was communicated to me that the town administrator was merely a point of contact.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions or discussion?
I'd also like to, Madam Chair, just add that the understanding also from our last meeting that you and I, State Representative Sheila Harrington, and the town administrator had, is to answer Ms. Kell's question. Because of the issue with confidentiality with our citizens, the farmers workers has the identity of these individuals, and the town is not able to send out a letter direct to them because we're not privy to that. So in our last meeting, we got the town administrator to agree to send the information or the permission as point of contact to the farmers workers to be able to send a letter direct to these 44 identified individuals or 42 identified individuals who have already exhausted their previous attempts. Am I not correct in that, Ms. Savoy?
No, that's correct. And the good news is, if someone may have been denied New England Farm Workers fuel assistance because they made too much money, because they use 60% of Massachusetts AMI, and the CDBG uses 80% of Middlesex AMI, which is substantially higher.
Correct.
So it's good.
Okay.
So my understanding on that is that at least the individuals that have been previously identified as able to receive CBDG funds will be getting a letter within the next 5 to 7 business days, from what I'm understanding from our conversation that we had on Friday.
I don't recall the 5 to 7 business days part, but I like the sound of it.
It was immediate, and we were all to speak with Ms. Gahuli in regards to it. So,
And what?
At Farmers.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the next steps for the Board of Selectmen then. So I assume that 5 to 7 business days, that means next week, Tuesday, I should be able to put it on the agenda, even though it's a work session.
Correct.
And check in on what is happening, because I know that me, Joe, and Wayne are not the 3 that are doing this.
Correct.
And so it's, okay, thank you. I got it.
Right, yeah, because I'm not sure the board was notified that they were the ones that were in charge of CDBG. So
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, there may be an extension for typically fuel heating season goes to the end of April. We can get an extension, I believe, till the end of May, so we will work toward that objective.
Who said we could get an extension, and who?
Mr. Dara,
So COG said an extension.
1 month to the end of May, and he said that at our meeting Friday, the 19th, with State Rep Sheila Harrington present and Mr. Chaz Sexton Duranian.
And I assume then that it is the Board of Selectmen who has to see that this extension gets put in place if we are the ones overseeing the grant?
If I may, Madam Chair, the selectmen would then be in contact with Mr. Dara from COG to make sure that he puts in an extension for this. His comment was that he needs. We shouldn't be putting in it now. It should be like a week before this happens.
No, actually, Chaz, he said a month. So that would be April 1st. I would.
Or is it May 1st?
Well,
Okay.
right now, fuel heating season ends April 30th. So if we're going to get an extension, I'm thinking we go April 1st, we apply, not the day it expires.
Okay.
But maybe Mr. Dara can clarify that.
Thank you. Got it. All right.
Okay, everybody, are we good? Okay, thank you. 4, we're going to approve our minutes. Item 4.1 of the last meeting, 1/27/21. Does anyone have any comments about those minutes before we vote on them? No? I'll take that as a no. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of 127:21, please?
I move that we approve the minutes of 1/27/2021. Veronica Cal.
Gary?
I was waiting for Mike, but I will, Gary Shepherd, second.
Tall, dark, and handsome, Mike. Are you there?
Mike Verosco, aye.
And Joan Boy, aye. Thank you.
Wait, we did a first and a second. We did not vote. I am abstaining.
Oh, right, because you weren't
You
here
have
then.
to do the first and the second, and then you have to ask all those in favor or some such verbiage.
Okay, now I'm
Gary
ready.
seconded. I made the motion. Gary
Okay.
seconded. Mike voted yes. You
Yep.
voted yes.
Yep,
I am abstaining.
right. Gary voted yes
voted-
already?
I did, yeah. So that wraps it up, does it
So
not?
it passes?
Yes.
To be determined next meeting, you know, the way things roll with this board is we meet when we have to meet.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Peace out.
much. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Thanks, Hartley. Yep. Thanks. Thank you. Bye.